Silent I sat, dejected, and alone, making in thought the public woes my own. When, first, arose the image in my breast of England's sufferings by that scourge, the pest, how Death, his funeral torch and scythe in hand, entering the lordliest mansions of the land, has laid the gem-illumined palace low, and level tribes of nobles at a blow. I, next, deplored the famed fraternal pair too soon to ashes turned and empty air, the heroes next, whom snatched he into the skies all Belgia saw, and followed with her sighs, but the far most I mourned, regretted most, Winton's chief shepherd and her worthiest boast, poured out in tears I thus complaining said Death, next in power to him who rules the dead, is't not enough that all the woodlands yield to thy fell force, and every verdant field, that lilies, at one noisome blast of thine, and even the Cyprian queen's own roses, bine, that oaks themselves, although the running rill suckle their roots, must wither at thy will, that all the winged nations, even those whose heaven-directed flight the future shows, and all the beasts that in dark forests stray, and all the herds of Proteus are thy prey are envious. Armed with powers so unconfined, why stain thy hands with blood of humankind? Why take delight, with darts that never roam, to chase a heaven-born spirit from her home? While thus I mourned, the star of evening stood, now newly risen, above the western flood, and Phoebus from his morning goal again had reached the gulfs of the Iberian main. I wished repose, and, on my couch reclined, took early rest, tonight and sleep resigned, when oh for words to paint what I beheld, I seemed to wander in a spacious field, where all the champaign glowed with purple light like that of sunrise on the mountain height, flows over all the field, of every hue that ever iris wore, luxuriant grew, nor Chloris, with whom amorous zephyrs play, e'er dressed Alcinous gardens half so gay. A silver current, like the Tagus, rolled o'er golden sands, but sounds of purer gold, with dewy airs Favonius fanned the flows, with airs awakened under rosy boughs such poets feign, irradiated all o'er the sun's abode on India's utmost shore, while I, that splendor in the mingled shade of fruitful vines, with wonder fixed surveyed, at once, with looks that beamed celestial grace. The seer of Winton stood before my face, his snowy vesture's hem descending low, his golden sandals swept, and pure as snow new fallen shone the mitre on his brow. Where'er he trod, a tremulous sweet sound of gladness shook the flowery scene around. Attendant angels clap their starry wings, the trumpet shakes the sky, all ether rings, each chaunts his welcome, folds him to his breast, and thus a sweeter voice than all the rest ascend, my son. Thy father's kingdom share, my son. Henceforth be freed from every care. So spake the voice, and at its tender close with sultry sound angelic band arose. Then night retired, and chased by dawning day the visionary bliss passed all away. I mourn my banished sleep with fond concern, frequent, to me may dreams like this return,